What's going on, guys? Today's video, we're going to talk about getting the best connection possible and what you can do to help on your end, especially because we all know the MLB, the show servers, they can be a little touch and go at times. And to say that is a nice way to put it. Anytime you're playing MLB The Show, it's an extremely connection-based game as far as what your user experience is. So obviously, we're going to want the highest internet connection. We're going to want to streamline our connection, but we're going to talk about all those things in this upcoming video. Anytime you're playing against an opponent and you can have the best connection possible, it is going to take your game to the next level. Hitting is so connection based in this game. If you have a poor connection and you're facing outlier on a legend difficulty, good luck. You're probably not going to get one hit that game. You're literally probably going to have to swing before the pitcher releases the ball. But we can help you with that. These are my best tips to be able to get your connection perfect. MLB The Show 22. First thing is probably the easiest thing to do is to have a wired connection. Now, obviously, not everyone is going to have this benefit. Some people are playing on like a third story or they're playing in an apartment in a different room where there's no connections based. I used to literally run a cable across my entire house just to be able to get it. Now, also, when you're looking at connections, you want to streamline that connection. So, even though I used to run this wire all the way across my house to get to it, and it was better than trying to play Wi Fi, the shorter that cable can be, the better off your connections could be. It may be very minimum, it may be milliseconds that you're picking up, but it can be the difference between hitting it perfectly and hitting it just a tad bit late, and the difference between hitting a huge home run, hitting a fly ball to right field. So, what we're looking to do is have not only a streamlined connection where it's hardwired, wired LAN, but we're also looking for the shortest cable you can. So that even means if you're sitting in your living room and your connection a foot away from your uh, outlet that you're trying to connect to, but you have a 20-foot wire going from the outlet and all rolled up into the back of your that's not a good thing. You want to go get a new wire. You want to go get one that is just straight, streamlined as quickly as possible to your connection. The shorter it is, the more time you're going to save, and the better your experience is going to be in MLB The Show. Next thing we're going to take a look at, and though it may be very minor, PS5, and I believe the Xbox has this as well, but I don't have an Xbox to check it. But Xbox users in the comments below, please let me know if this is not available. In the PS5, if you go into your settings, you're going to save data and game app settings. In this, you're going to want to go down to your game presets and you're going to want to change this performance mode and turn it on. This may be very little, but again, every little bit accounts in MLB The Show because you're trying to just establish just a tiny bit better connection so that your input gets there just a little bit quicker from when you press the button to when it performs in the game. Change this to performance mode and you should see some better results. All right, so the next thing we're going to take a look at in tip number three is pick the right stadium. Inside the MLB The Show, you're going to have a lot of crazy options, and they're a tremendous amount of fun. So only if you want to play really competitively or you're having some tough experiences as far as like game stuttering, and it just feels like the information is off a little bit, just a little bit of lag, a little bit of input lag. Pick a different stadium that doesn't contain a lot of visual noise. So what I mean by that is you see these MLB parks and they have all these fans, and they're all moving all this data has to be processed inside your PS5 or your Xbox console. When you're picking your stadium, if you go over to maybe a spring training field where there's no movement, you can. I wouldn't create a field, but like some of these classic stadiums have less people in it. Then you go to the minor league stadiums, which are the ones that a lot of people will play on because they don't get crazy as far as the dimensions of the ballpark. But then at the same time, you don't have as many fans inside the ballpark either. Some of the custom stadium, like the old style created stadiums, don't have, and I don't see many here, so you may have to unlock them. But sit here and go through your stadiums. Where I usually sit here and play is I play minor league parks, and I pick one of the ones where there's no fans that you can see like in the view of the game. So this only has fans kind of behind them, so I'll play here sometimes. but I don't have them all unlocked, obviously. So you'll see a lot of streamers and things playing on minor league stadiums, and this is the reason. And the last tip we're going to talk about in the video today, guys, is we're going to talk about the Netgear Net XR 500 router. This is a more expensive router. Gaming router is going to help you very much, but specifically the Duma OS GeoFilter program is going to help you a lot with your connection. You can disable being able to connect across the country. You can disable from connecting overseas. You can make it so that all your connections are close to the MLB servers. So what you have to do is you find out where are the MLB servers, and you kind of have a peer-to-peer connection with MLB The Show. So you sit there and you connect with the servers, and then connect with your peer. You can make it so that it's only on the East Coast or only in your area, or you could even choose, hey, I want to play only in the South, maybe toward Texas, or I want to on the West Coast. You can basically put your connection anywhere you want to. Sumo OS is a great program. I strongly suggest the XR500 gaming router. I've had it here for about 3 years now, and it's been fantastic. Every single game I play, especially connection based games like MLB The Show 22 or Call of Duty or Fortnite, whatever you like to play, the XR500 gaming router can tremendously help your connection with your peers. So if it's not cheap, it is like $200-300, but it's a strong investment for your gaming setup. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like, follow all the social media channels. I'm obviously on TikTok. I'm on Discord. I'm on Twitter. My main platform, if you want to connect with me, is Twitter. It's Big Turkey on Wheat on everything. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.